parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive match-up, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
There's the whistle. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
This fella, Partey's evolved into one of the finest all-round midfielders in the game, and it's no wonder he's been coveted by so many of the elite clubs. I think he's a perfect blend of physicality and finesse, and I must admit that I got things wrong. I thought he was pretty much just a defensive midfield player. He has everything in his game.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Hall is flagged offside. Nice looking ball. Was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Rice. Palmer. Bellingham. Played out wide. That's a fabulous ball. And it's Henderson. Drilled in low. Semenyo. Partey. Semenyo looks to get on the end of this. James. Great defending, strong and determined. Jiku. Partey. Jiku. Jiku forwards and with intent. Palmer. Aim forwards. Ayew. Oh, super find. Fatawu. Fatawu! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running now. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Now, who's going to be first to this? He'll try to keep this alive. So, what can they make of this? And here's Ayew. Semenyo looking here to chip it through. Palmer. Yehi. James. And it's Palmer. Kane. Rice. Very nicely done. Aimed in towards the centre. Kudus. Salisu. Salisu. Oh, good looking ball. Yehi. Colwell. Colwell, gently done. Well timed, excellent interception. Rice. Hall. Jordan Henderson. Hall. Oh, perfectly measured that. Eze. Hall. Oh, it's played into the area. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And it's Bellingham. Partey wins the duel this time. No foul, says the referee. Seydu. Fatawu. Hit into the middle. That has been knocked clear. Hall. Eze. Jordan Henderson. That's really well manoeuvred. Fatawu. That is a great pick out. Now that's well seen too. Rice. Jordan Henderson. Up towards the front line. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Moved on forwards. It's
What a super start! A total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control. That's how you do it.
just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Kane demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Ghana finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Partey is onto it in a flash.
Ghana, well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Semenyo. There are a few waiting for it. And here's Kudus. Semenyo! Eze. Colwell. England making the ideal start. It is something to build on.
It's been a super start. They've made their intentions clear and they've backed them up.
Eze. England have got themselves in front very early here. Jordan Henderson. And it's Eze. So who's he picking out? And here's Kane. Kane. And it's been taken short. Hall. Keeper's relieved to see that disappear wide.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
And he cuts out the supply. Jordan Henderson. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Oh, a delicate chip through. It's a goal kick. Henderson, some resolute defending there. And it's Kudus. Now it's Semenyo. Played into the middle. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Bellingham. Played towards the other side. Colwell played over towards the opposite flank. And here's Kane. Bellingham. And here's Kane. It's Kane! Oh, that is very close.
Kane brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Chiku. Jordan Henderson. Hall. Now it's Palmer. Palmer is fouled. He's trying the shot. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Henderson. Can he latch on to this? Hall. Overhits and out of play. Fatawu. Looking to go deep. James gets it away. Proves too strong. Gehi. And here's Palmer, and it's James. Great run on the overlap here. England are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Kudus. Ayew. That is lovely. Partey. And here's Kudus. Caresses it through. Decent chance!
I tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
James looks to the other side. And it's played forward. Bellingham. Lobbed in behind. Eze. He's away. Eze! And he has kept it out somehow.
Eze is offering a wry smile there.
Salisu forwards and with intent. Fatawu. Oh, easy pickings there. Colwell shifted upfield. Hall. Colwell. Hall. Bellingham has created one goal already. And it goes cross-field. Seydu. That looks a cracking ball. Up he goes! It's a goal!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here. It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And it's Hall. Eze. Now it's Kane. Over to the left. Palmer. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Dinks one through. And they've got rid. It's Kane! Semenyo. Salisu. Aim forwards. Ayew. That's a nicely weighted pass. Semenyo. Great position here. Palmer. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And it's Bellingham. Eze. Kane. Played out to the right. And he thumps it clear. That's a throw. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Crossed into the box. And they've been given a corner. James goes short. Time to deliver. Now it's Kane. Kane, could it go? Can he finish?
Jordan Henderson usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
James cuts out the pass. Bellingham. Eze. And here's Kane. Kane stood his ground strongly. Nice touch. Salisu, Fatawu chasing after it. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
That's really well manoeuvred. That's the keeper's ball. James. And it's James. Tries to get it clear. Fatawu, gently done. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Rice. Jordan Henderson. Palmer. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Now it's Henderson. Henderson!
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Hairu. Now it's Semenyo. Kudus laid out to the left flank. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Bellingham. And it's Hall. Moved on forwards. Hall. Chance! Chance, surely! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Climbs up big! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
And it's played forward. Colwell cuts it out. Hall. That'll be a throw. Oh, lovely feeding is such a good mover. It's run loose here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Fatawu. And that's put paid to a promising move. Rice. Palmer. James. Palmer. Eze. Oh, nicely intercepted. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And it's Eze. Hall looking to hit the byline here. Oh, that's neat. Plenty waiting in the middle. Fired deep towards the back post. Ah, looking to break at pace. That's a cute ball. Hall gets it away. Oh, that's nice. Kudus. Partey. And he shoots! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
played cross-field, changing the point of attack. And it's Eze. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Salisu. Aim forwards. Semenyo. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Rice shifted upfield. And it's Kudus. Always onto this. Now it's Fatawu! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Bellingham getting this one clear. Eze. Kane. Palmer. Great work on the overlap. And here's Bellingham. James. Jiku gets it clear. England have got it back and they'll have another go. Jordan Henderson. Rice. And here's Kane. James with the short one. And it's Henderson. And the shot! He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Bellingham. Oh, it's a foul there right on the edge of the box. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
That has been knocked clear. And it's hoisted clear. Henderson. He can run onto that. And now the breakaway. He's shifting through the gears here. Gehi. Henderson gently done. Eze spread out to the left. And it's Eze. There's no flag. Can he deliver? Eze, now here's the delivery. Semenyo. Semenyo does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Semenyo. Can he finish? Just off target.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
James. James chooses to go cross-field. Hall. Jordan Henderson. Hall. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Hall drives forward on the overlap. Incoming delivery. And he's heaved it away. Seydu. Salisu forwards and with intent. Fatawu wins the duel this time. Great ball if he can get there. Kudus. Oh, he's in! Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. And it's Kudus. Oh, sweet feet. Partey. He's in a good position. Chance for a shot! And one more try! And a terrific save from the keeper. Good. The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. Ghana kick off the second half.
England clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And here's Semenyo. And here's Ayew. Kudus. James. Yehi. And here's Ayew. And the shot's Kudus! That's really well manoeuvred. Yehi. Palmer. James. Palmer. Can he spark a counter here? Fatawu, that's a delicate pass. Semenyo. Semenyo shifted upfield. Cleared away.
Ghana clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Salisu. Salisu, nicely aimed pass. Kudus. Moved on forwards. Jiku makes the interception. Now it's Ayew. And it's played into the middle. Fatawu! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Eze. Rice. Palmer. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Jordan Henderson. Bellingham. Eze. Jordan Henderson. Hall going full steam ahead down the left flank. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And they can counter here. Played back to the goalkeeper. Yehi. Rice. Jordan Henderson. Bellingham. Eze. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Partey. Jiku. Aim forwards. Kudus. Oh, good spread. Seydu keeps his foot on the gas. Oh, and he's asking too much with that. Rice. Palmer. They play cross-field, changing the point of attack. And it's Hall. Jiku gets good distance on it. Seydu. And it's played forward. Ayew. Now he's off and running. Hall. Jordan Henderson calmly anticipates. Partey. Salisu, gently done. And here's Ayew. And here's Ayew. Now it's Fatawu! Decent enough try.
Fatawu certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Jordan Henderson. Hall. Eze. Jordan Henderson. Rice forwards and with intent. Semenyo. Ayew. Semenyo. Kudus. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And it's Kane. Eze. Jordan Henderson. And it's played forward. That's really well cleared. And that's been won straight back. Palmer.
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Great defending, strong and determined. Fatawu done delicately. Ayew. Here comes the cross. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And Ayew! Oh, taken with style. And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Ghana, the danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Ghana get themselves into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Rice. That's a nicely shaped ball. Bellingham. Eze. That was superb goalkeeping.
Eze really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
They've played it short. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Hall. Eze. Oh, they are still trailing, and they require shapes to shoot! Oh, just wide.
Kane, well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
Gehi. Bellingham. And it's Bellingham. Rice. And here's Kane. Bellingham! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Real chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
James plays it short. Ball driven towards the far post. Bellingham! And that was very necessary. Eze. Rice. Out to the left it goes. And here's Kane. He's having a shot! Tries to get it clear.
England really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Bellingham. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Salisu shifted upfield. Gehi with the clearance. And it's Kane. Chance here to counter. Now it's Eze. Hangs in across. And that has been cleared. Semenyo. Aim forwards. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Bellingham. And here's Kane. Now it's Rice. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Partey. Seydu. Cross goes in there. And that's the keeper's ball. Rice. Palmer. James. Yehi played over towards the opposite flank. Moved on forwards. And it's Kane. Bellingham. And here's Palmer. Oh, it's come loose. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's really well manoeuvred. And here's Ayew. Fatawu takes a shot! Eze. It's lofted through here. And here's Palmer. Now it's Kane. Foot in. Semenyo. Kudus laid out to the left flank. Colwell gets over and intercepts. Palmer. And here's Eze. Eze played into space. Clears it away. And it's James. Now it's Rice. He is through here. It's a mighty effort! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Kane actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
James goes short. Eze. Cleared without complication. Bellingham. Cleared away. James. Yehi. Bellingham. And here's Kane. Brilliantly cut out. Salisu gently done. Do have a chance to counter here. That's been slipped through. Lovely, now then. Ayew! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Keeper has taken decisive action. James. Eze. That's really well manoeuvred. Good play on the left-hand side here. And here's Bellingham, and it's Hall. Palmer! And that is great goalkeeping.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Semenyo, spread out to the left, and he's picked it up out wide. Danger averted for now. James. Semenyo, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Aim forwards. That has been cut short. Eze is onto it in a flash. Jordan Henderson. Rice. And it's Rice. And here's Bellingham. Now it's Bellingham. Bellingham. Moved on forwards. Partey. Seydu, long ball upfield. Jordan Henderson. And it's played forward. Kane. Bellingham. Out to the right. And that has been clubbed away. England can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And it's James. Produces a cross. And the shot! And the lead stays intact, just.
Eze is clearly gutted about that one, but he needs to shake it off and go again. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Jordan Henderson. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Eze. Burn. Jordan Henderson. Palmer. Oh, what a pass! And he's there to get it away.
England really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And he'll shoot here! And it's Bellingham.
England really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Now it's Eze. Well read, nice interception. He can get that clear. England making another change here. Henderson. And here's Rashford. And here's Kane. Kane opts to play it back. Burn. Short changes him with that pass. That's going to go a long way. Gehi aim forwards.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Bellingham. And it's Eze.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And here's Kane. Burn. Played with finesse.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And it's Rashford. Bellingham. Bellingham played out towards the right wing. Chance! He has done it! There seemed no way back, but they are level. Now, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. England making consecutive changes here. This is quite a battle.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Moved on forwards. Now then, the ball's come loose.
Ghana really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Out to the right. James, and that's aimed into the middle.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Goes for goal! Now that's a real chance missed.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And here's Bellingham, and a chance! Goal, England! And the comeback is complete. It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Rice. England moments now away from seeing this one out. Lofted upfield. James. Rashford. The final 5 minutes. And here's Kane. Burn. Oh, that's not going to find its target.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Foden. Bellingham. And here's Kane. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. The players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
And he's going direct. It's James.
Oh, shooting chance!
He scored! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
England could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Showing good feet. And here's Semenyo. And here's Ayew. Crosses it in. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Foden. Wins the duel this time. Kudus.
Fatawu really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball.
Bellingham concedes a free kick for that. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Nice physical challenge. Kane. Rashford did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Jordan Henderson. Colwell forwards and with intent. That's really well manoeuvred. Succumbs to the pressure. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And the counter is on. He's in plenty of space here. Ayew with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Burn. Salisu gets across to intercept that. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Yehi. Colwell. Foden. Burn. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Ayew. Ghana getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. James cuts out the pass. Rashford. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Colwell. Burn. Bellingham. Burn. And here's Kane. Kane. Burn. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Lovely bit of skill. And here's Henderson. Over to the left. And there goes the final whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
England, well, I think what was key, Peter, in this game was how the team set the right tone. Once they went ahead, that was pretty much that. It was a cruise to the final whistle.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.